Classic Banjo Lessons with me, Aaron Joda Lewis. Episode 9, The Daily Double. This is all we're going to do today, is the Daily Double. And, this is our first piece with accidentals, which you can learn about on the previous page. An accidental is a sharp or a flat that changes the note that it is, it's a modifier. So this is G, and this is G sharp, okay? Now this is A, and this is A flat. G sharp and A flat are the same note. You would just use a different, you would choose which notation you're gonna use depending on the key that you're in and what kind of information you want to convey. In this piece we have an A flat, which is part of a F minor chord. It's quite musical. I love this Bradbury book because it's technically progressive, it's really helpful, explains everything very clearly, and yet all the exercises and the pieces that you start with are very musical and gives you a chance to actually be expressive. So don't ever neglect the musical side of things when you're practicing. There's a lot of technique to learn, but the reason we're doing this is to make music. So I'll play the Daily Double now at a slow practice tempo, and then I'll play it. I'll play it at a regular, performance kind of tempo first, so you get a sense of how it ought to sound, what we're going for. So here it is, the Daily Double. You love this piece, don't you? Yes. He loves it. So, 1 and 2 and. Okay, I also forgot to mention before I started that there are markings here. At the end of the second line it says fine, which it's pronounced fine. In English it says fine, but that's Italian for end. We're using old-fashioned, classical markings. At the very end it says DC al fine, which is short for da capo al fine, which means go back to the beginning and play until you see the word fine. So the way that this, the roadmap for this piece is you start at the beginning, play all the way through to the end, and then go back to the beginning again and play to the end of the second line. So now I will play the Daily Double for you at a slower tempo, which you can practice playing along with me. And again, don't forget to put in some expression and use dynamics and phrasing. So as we can actually see, it's marked in here. At the beginning there's an F, that stands for forte, which means, very, kind of loud, or kind of like the tone I'm using right now. Conversational, open, maybe talking to someone across the room. And then in the second half, you see a P, that stands for piano, which means more closed in, like I'm talking to someone who's sitting right next to me, and there's no need to raise my voice at all. We're not excited about anything. We're just very, a little more subdued. So it's, I like to compare piano and forte to the tone of your voice, because of course you want to be singing through your instrument. So yeah, fortissimo, a double F would be like outside trying to get someone's attention who's far away, or maybe in a crowded bar or something, trying to, being really loud. And then pianissimo would be kind of whispering and almost inaudible. You could get even quieter than that, but just saying for now. So anyways, that's a little bit on dynamics. Now we'll do the Daily Double at a practice tempo. 1 E and 2 E and Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.